Oh boy! I have a lot to say here, and I'm very excited. I just finished watching the video, so I may sound a little bit bonkers, and I apologize, but that's how it will be. Hush. He's fantastic. I love him. He is an eldritch horror and a biblically accurate terror, and he kills people, and he's also my best friend and maybe lover boy, depending on how things go. So, I want to talk to you about our new guy. What the fuck is he? Why is he here? And how does he connect to the other plot lines? This is all heavy theorizing, obviously, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. And also, I'm trying to avoid reading other people's things about Hush until I make the video. And then I'll make a comment about it if I think anybody's theories are significantly better than mine. So, yeah. As always, I took notes, so I'm going to tell you from my notes the list of things we know about Hush. Obviously, assuming he isn't lying. First thing, he's not a human or a demon. And presumably because Reticuli wanted to bring him to the chorus, he can exist in Aria. He won't fall apart. He doesn't have a core, which is important, but he also has blood, which is weird. Also, healing magic doesn't work on him. He uses the human listener as a conduit, which I didn't even know that was a thing you can do. We'll talk about that a little later. Also, he can detect emotions, which is typically a demon power. And apparently his true form is so biblically accurate that the human listener cannot process it. So, that's all we know about Hush. So, according to this information that we have, what the fuck is he? This is the obvious question. There are a few options. The most likely one is probably that he's a shade. So let's talk about shades a little bit. Here are things we know about shades. Shades are intangible, they come from death, and as they feed on human life force, they will eventually gain a tangible form where they can speak. According to Blake, at some point after they fed on enough life force, they, quote, start to remember their purpose, which has something to do with serving the sovereigns and, wanting to free the old gods from being trapped in the river. So does all of that actually align with Hush being a shade? Maybe, but possibly not. He doesn't have a core, which would line up. Shades also don't have a magical core. Him being able to speak and also being super powerful would make sense if he is a shade that has fed on a ton of human life force. I don't know about the blood thing. That was weird. Clearly he has something devious planned. Probably has something to do with the sovereigns. We'll get to it. And it would also make sense that the chorus would want to dissect him if he is a shade. Duh. But there is one problem with this theory. Why the fuck does he got a biblically accurate form? Never heard of shades having that. They definitely don't. Also, the whole making up a name for himself thing that he did. I think possibly he may actually have a name, but like his real form, not be able to share it. If those two things are both the case, then maybe Hush actually is a sovereign. I don't know. I don't like this theory as much, but it's possible. He also may be something else entirely, but I feel like that would be dumb at this point. We already have too many fucking things going on in this story. We don't need another one. Next point, can we talk about the conduit thing? What the fuck was that? Genuinely, what the fuck was that? This bitch really went out here, took control of the human listener's core. We don't know what type of empowered person the listener is, by the way. I feel the need to mention that here. It's not really important. Sends magic through them. Fucking eviscerates Reticuli. And that's his words, not mine. Absolutely, completely destroyed him. He's very dead. What? How the fuck did he do that? I have never heard, to my knowledge, of somebody being able to do this to a human before. Except in the Imperium Season 2. Let's talk about Imperium parallels. You know I love my Imperium parallels, right? Remember Scorpius in the Imperium? He was a real one. He was my homie. Asher and Milo were too mean to him. Besides the point. Remember how he overclocked Milo's core so that he could go fight Alexis. That's what this is reminding me of right now. I don't know exactly what to do with that information, but you can have it. Also, something about the word conduit. Eric loves his ocean words. When talking about magic and the meridian, he uses them all the fucking time. I cannot think at the top of my head of when he specifically uses the word conduit, but the thing that is coming to mind right now is that one James video where he talked about arcana and quantum mechanic bullshit, and I got really confused. I'll put it on the screen. I don't know what to do with that information, but you can have that as well. Also, the particular phrasing with the bottleneck definitely reminds me of the overclocking thing with Scorpius. I have no clue what to do with any of this information. I'm just spouting it at you, sorry. Yeah, I got nothing. If I had to pick right now, is he a shade or is he a sovereign? Right this second, I'm gonna say shade, but I may change allegiance in the future. Definitely something fishy with this guy. He's gonna cause some fucking issues, for sure. But also, he's my bestie. But also, he's 100%, 1,000,000% gonna commit atrocities beyond human comprehension to characters I know and love. But right now, he's my bestie. Those privileges will probably get revoked in the future. So, I guess that's all the lore stuff I have to talk about Hush. Let's just talk about him as a character. I love him. He's great. He reminds me of Caleb. I've heard people say that. He also reminds me of Regulus a little, which I won't complain. I enjoy Regulus because I am sick in the head. He's a silly little guy. I guess he doesn't know the human word for skin. You and your epidermis. Okay, Hush. What the fuck are you saying to me? He wants this listener carnally, like, immediately, I guess, which was funny. I like the energy. I think it's good vibes from him. Not really, but enjoyable vibes from him, for sure. He's fun. Oh, I'm stupid. The whole channeling conduit thing was a reference to Starlight. It's a Starlight thing, right? Listen, I haven't seen the Sovereign State push. I've been waiting because that's going to make my Vega video, and then I was going to watch Sovereign State and make an Avior video. But I'm thinking Imperium Season 2 again, and that reminded me of the whole Elaida Miminara conduit, we're going to channel you thing. That's what that reminded me of. That makes sense. Okay. Does that make sense? I guess that's support for the sovereign theory. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you anything. Obviously, his little logo is super sovereign adjacent. I'll put on screen. That means nothing, though, because if he's a shade, that would also make sense. I don't know. I will make you a Venn diagram of evidence for the shade and the sovereign theory, and then I'll post it on my community tab. I'll post it on Tumblr. That's really all I have to say for this video. I didn't expect to be making this, let alone making it so fast. This video probably has like an hour turnaround time. I was going to upload this tomorrow, but I'm actually going to upload it today because that's what I decided I want to do now. So yeah, let me know your theories in the comments. Please, I want to hear them. I'm just so excited. I don't know if I'm capable of coming up with a good theory at the moment. So please comment. Thank you for the 2 new subscribers since my last video. That's pretty fantastic. One of them I think I just got today or yesterday. Awesome. I love to see it. The Vega video will probably be out in 2-ish days, depending on how long it takes me. I've been struggling with it. Then after that will be a Avior/Sovereign State. My plans after that are secret. So yeah, thank you for watching. Very, very excited about Hush. This is all going to be great. I'll see you soon. Bye.